What's good with it? Oh, my hair. What's y'all, man? What's up with y'all, man? What's going on? What's going on? And what's up on Saturday. I was just want to talk about some entrepreneur advice and everything. I've been getting a lot of questions about, what is it like being an entrepreneur? So, I wanted to talk about this topic. And, if you're new to my channel, consider liking, subscribing. And we do a lot of that talking about entrepreneur things and stuff like that on this channel. So if you guys like that type of content, make sure you give your boy a like, man. So we about to get straight into it, man. The topic today is entrepreneur advice. So just diving in, I kind of want to tell y'all a story. Basically, just me being I've been an entrepreneur for like about 6 years now, y'all. So it's not something that came overnight. It's still it's an ongoing thing. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't regret it at all. I do like being an entrepreneur because it's some disadvantages and there's some advantages to this. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. All depends on the person too, y'all. Like if you're that type of person that just want to just get a quick check, live day by day, then entrepreneur not might not be the route for you for real. It's basically it's for those individuals that want to see something long term and basically have a long time effect or a long time goal on what they want to do. So basically, I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I know I wanted to do something. I told myself at an early age, man, I was like, man, I just want to be successful at something, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, man. So it was kind of tough for me to really understand what I wanted to do. So when I figured out what I wanted to do, I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick with this idea, because that's the main thing. You want to have a good idea of what you want to do, and then once you have the idea, you're gonna want to follow through that whole process and everything. So through the trials and errors, I had a lot of people that was with me on my ideas, and a lot of people that left too. So what I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be down with you at first, and then all of a sudden they might pull out. I mean, but as an entrepreneur, man, you just got to be mentally ready, and what I mean, you just got to keep going for the long run. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody's in here. If y'all in here and y'all entrepreneurs, y'all go ahead, drop a comment. I'll shout y'all out in this series. And please give me a like, man. We finna talk about some tips on being an entrepreneur and advice. And a lot of things, when I hear people say entrepreneur, it's a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, but it's a lot of people give up. And what I mean, they just started off and they realize it's like, man, I don't know, this ain't for me, man. But you really got to have tough skin to be an entrepreneur, because you're gonna take a lot of losses. Like I took so many L's doing this thing. Like so many people that I was work with, that I'm trying to work with, they just ran off with my money. So many people, there's a lot of fake stuff going on with it. So you got to really be careful who you do business around, who you surround yourself with, who you really want in your circle, all that, man, because all that's gonna take to effect in the long run of, what I'm saying, if they're in your business, they're already taking money or something. Somebody, it might be a relative, it could be his family member, it could be somebody close to you, it could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. So those are things you gotta really take in precautions of what's going on as far as that type of thing. So um, another thing about being an entrepreneur is you're going to be mostly doing the work yourself, unless you hire somebody, and then after that, what I'm saying, you can have employees and everything like that. But most of the time, you're going to be doing all the work by yourself. So I know most of my experience being an entrepreneur, I put in way more hours I would do than working at a job, because I'm up all day working, trying to figure out ways to improve my brand and improve my business and everything. So you're gonna have way more time, and there's not a lot of people there's not too many entrepreneurs, so you're gonna feel a little isolated too, because not so many people are on the same thing as you, or same vision. So those are things you might you got to watch out for too. Um, like, or if you're in a relationship, sometimes a relationship can mess up the whole thing. Because say if you're entrepreneur and then the person you with isn't or doesn't apply to want to be that, then you know what I mean. The schedules is gonna it's gonna be a different schedules, and not only schedules, but just the way the conversations is gonna be different. Like if you're an entrepreneur and you work from home, you're working on making content, or you're just making stuff to build your brand, and then your spouse or somebody you're talking to is at work. So time out of 10, somebody's gonna feel like what I mean, like low key jealous, or maybe low key just like what I mean, just like eventually they're gonna like fall away from what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So if I said like for me, that's why I'm single too, because I don't really have nobody that's really on my level as far as same vision and same motive. So it's harder for me to even think about even doing a relationship, because it's more like a business. I feel like relationship is almost like a business in a way, because you got to spend time, you gotta spend money. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff like that. That sounds like a business. You need time to get paid, and you need money to basically survive, and what I mean, do all that. So what I mean, that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, but entrepreneurship, man, when you're going for the long run and you're going for like maybe like thinking like ahead of things, like what I mean, I kind of look at entrepreneurship as like it's like food in a way. You know what I mean? Certain food you got to plant. It's a seed, and you know what I'm saying. You want to plant the seed of your growth or whatever it is, and you get to watch it grow. It's kind of like a baby in a way. You see the like you planted, you made that baby. You know that's it's gonna grow up to be what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with entrepreneurship. It's like once you start something, you plant a seed. It's the soil. You know what I mean? And then once the soil gets in, you basically you putting it out there and everything like that. So um, basically, you really gotta just put a lot of time and effort into it and all that, and then watch it grow. So I would say my advice for somebody that's just starting off is one, you can't never give up on your goal, because if that's your goal from the start, you can't give up, because the minute you give up, you're gonna be drawn right back to the regular normal way of how to do things. And that just wasn't how I was built, man. I just feel like I feel like I'm smarter than that. You know what I mean? I can't just go back to that type of system and stuff like that. So what I mean, I basically was like, man, I woke up and was like, man, I gotta get on my job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I've been on my job lately. But what I'm saying, it's definitely something that's is worth having though, because if you work for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, their business is already growing. It's you probably already got there and it's already established. So when you got there, you basically just arrived there and it's already established, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really need you, you know what I'm saying? You're not really valuable to their company or to their whatever they got to offer. You're not really valuable because they was already established when you got there. So that's something to take into consideration, is that, what I'm saying, you as a human being, you want to consider yourself as valuable. You want That's another tip, what I mean, being an entrepreneur is when you basically, doing your the way you make money, the way however you come up with your brand, make sure you provide that same type of energy and value to people that's gonna actually support you. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean, I noticed that, me working at a job, I I was using my physical labor as value to them. And what I'm saying, once you physically, ain't got no more in you, then you're not valuable no more. So it's like, what I mean, once you break your back, what I mean, you ain't got no back yet. You know what I'm saying? Once certain things happen, or if you doing something else, they're gonna continue to gain while you still stay the same. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I had to figure out a different route. So I chose this entrepreneur route, and what I mean, I'm learning little things about it and everything, and it's been it's been working out in my favor. Now I'm starting to see, starting to reap the benefits out of it, and you know what I mean. I'm starting to see the growth in it. But it did take a lot of patience. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of investing in myself, believing on myself, betting on myself, stuff like that. So um, I just wanted to make a quick video, like, you know what I mean. If you find yourself, you know, thinking about being an entrepreneur, is, you know, make sure you stick with it, never gave up, and you know what I mean, you keep creating, you know what I mean, whatever it is, you keep creating, and you know what I mean, stick with the process, stick to the script, and you know everything's gonna unfold in the end, man. You just gotta still, you know, keep going, you know, keep creating everything. So I just want to make that a quick video for y'all, man. I'll probably go live again tomorrow, or I don't know, I might go live again, but I appreciate y'all support, man. It's your boy Walt ATV. I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.